Hey, together we're watching the film called Why We Fight, but I'm using the title Why We Fright. Why do controllers frighten us?
But what of this other world? Here, men insisted that progress lay in killing freedom. Here, they were putting out the lighthouses, one by one. Here, the march of history was reversing itself. In Italy, it began when an ambitious rabble-rouser set his followers marching on Rome. The country, like every other country after the last war, was torn by political unrest, hard times, unemployment. Two courses were available to the Italian people. They could solve their problems in a free, democratic way, or they could let someone else do the solving for them. They made the tragic mistake of choosing the second course. They put their trust and faith in this one man. They believed he represented them. Actually, he planned to betray them for the selfish interests of himself and the group back of him, just as he had earlier betrayed those who first supported him. In Germany, another and even more forceful demagogue set his followers marching from the Munich beer hall. He too had the sinister opportunity to take advantage of post-war chaos.
Okay, they're showing you the chaos that was in Germany and how the Duce mark became worthless. Well, guess what? We're going to experience it if we've not already started to experience it. Why? Because of the massive spending by government. Oh, I know, people think it's so wonderful they get a stimulus check. And what they don't realize is that will make the dollar even less value. And inflation will go rampant because the government is having false expenditures for nothing, and that the inflation rate will rise because of all this massive spending, because the debt is always thrown on the heads of the workers. Oh no, it doesn't come from some big fat reserve in government. No, it comes from current workers and future workers. The debt is thrown onto the corpses with orations. The corpses with orations are the people who have their names in capital letters on their driver's license, and their names in capital letters on all documents and different things, because that's the corpse with the oration, or the corporation. Yes, not you, but that man or that woman, that individual named on the driver's license in all capital letters. That's the corporation that follows you all your life. And that's the one that pays the price for all of this nonsense spending, like in Germany. Yes, it was true. Inflation went out of control because of the massive spending on wars and nonsense. So, yes, it really did happen, and it is happening to us, and folks are sitting back thinking, oh, everything's fine, but the massive spending produces massive inflation, and the dollar gets less and less value because there's nothing behind it. It is legal tender, not lawful money. If you're confused about that, I'll be happy to explain it to you in a comment. Right in the comment below, I'll explain it to you, but I believe I have a video on that too.
also had certain distinctive German characteristics to play on. To start with, the Germans have an inborn national love of regimentation and harsh discipline. He could give them that. The German army, and through them the people, had never acknowledged German defeat in the last war and were anxious for revenge. That, too, he promised them. The wealthy and powerful industrialists were...
Not really. You really think people sit around in their homes and say, oh, I can't wait to get blood. I can't wait to get revenge. Do you really think that's true? Do you really think the average German couldn't wait to get revenge for World War I? Or do you think they were just common folk like you that wanted to live a life peaceful and earn some money and have a house and have children and grandchildren? Or do you think they were bloodthirsty like vampires? Oh, my oh my, has the world been deceived?
Of losing any of their wealth and power, and were ready to back anyone who would retain it for them. He promised to take care of them, too. This man cunningly played all these ends against the middle, and ruthlessly set out to murder the newborn German...
Okay, now they add the sound, they add the gunshots and stuff. These are just people running in a street, making it look like something's going on. Just like all propaganda films.
In Japan, you'd...
So I'm going to stop it here, and I'd like to thank you for watching Why We Fright. End of video.